Hello and welcome. In this video, I will present you the Casio EDB-201 from the early 2000s. It's a watch that has this joystick-like button in the front that controls all the functions. So I have here the silver version of the watch, but there was also a black and a golden one. And all of them have a resin case. In this case, it's has this metallic finish. And you got two buttons on this side, one on this side, and this blank. And then in the front, you got this joystick. The bracelet is a stainless steel one. And well, as you can already see here, well, this watch came from an era when Casio was doing these rubber pieces that connect the watch to the bracelet. And yeah, over time they get brittle and like to break off. So here you can see mine is also broken, so I will have to find some way to replace it, or maybe 3D print a new one. If I have anything, I will let you know how to repair it. But yeah, the bracelet overall is not bad. We got this nice clasp with the e-databank branding, and yeah, there's that. So for the functions, the main function is of course the joystick button in the front. And so yeah, the way it works is you can push it in 4 directions like this. So here you can see you can push it like this to the sides, or you can push it like this up or down. And you can also oh god, it's breaking off again. You can also press it down just like this, and that activates your functions. Okay, so let's take a look at the first mode. So you press down the joystick button, and the first mode is the E-data memory mode. And I protected it actually here with the password, which you can do, but you don't have to. But yeah, as you can see here, now you have to type in the password. So mine is 9999. So the way you do it, you can now push this joystick up or down, and that way you can enter the numbers. So I will just do that, and boom, there you go. And there you see I'm in the mode, and here you can store 10 data entries. You can see there's the 10th. And each entry has 6 sets of 8 characters. So let me find my test entry right there. I called it hello, as you can see. And now if you push the joystick button to the side, you can scroll through. And so you can see there it says ID1. So that's your first page. You can put 8 characters there. Then you continue. You got ID2. And yeah, ID3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you can put in whatever you want. So you can put in lowercase letters, uppercase letters, numbers, and also some special characters. So yeah, I can actually just go to a free entry and show you. So we hold the adjust button right there to edit it. There we go. And now we can basically start writing whatever we want. So again, with the joystick, you push it up or down depending on the direction we want to go. So here we start, we have the lowercase letters, and we can just hold it to cycle through. So then we got the special characters, and then we got the uppercase letters, and finally we should have the numbers right there. And then we're back to the beginning. So if you want to write, just hit the joystick and then find the next thing you want to write, and so on. And then again, to the side, you go to the next page. And yeah, that way you can just enter things in here that you want. And yeah, that's how this works. So yeah, let's go to the next mode, which is right here, the world time mode. Well, it works like it's supposed to. You just scroll through again with the joystick. You can push it up or down, and then you scroll through different cities, and then it shows you like how many hours it's off, GMT. You can see the time right there. And also, if you press this button, you can toggle between right there, DST off or on. Okay. Next mode we have is right here. That's the stopwatch. And the stopwatch is actually a little bit weird in this watch. I mean, first of all, it works like you expect. So you just hit this button, you start the stopwatch. Here you can make a split and release it, and then you can stop it and reset it. But well, the weird thing, first of all, is that as you can see, you got the 100th of a second, you got seconds, and then you got minutes, but you don't have hours. Instead, the furthest you can go is 999 minutes right there, which is kind of interesting. And the other weird thing is that, well, up here, you got, if it wants to focus, you got the stopwatch indicator, which is now, you can see there's a bar underneath it to show that you're in stopwatch mode, right? So I thought, okay, that's so you know that the stopwatch is running when you're in like the timekeeping mode, right? Because the stopwatch keeps running when you switch modes. But when you go into timekeeping mode, the bar disappears. So what is it actually for? It just appears when you're in the stopwatch mode. And even when the stopwatch is not running, you have this bar there. So, and you don't have it for any other modes. It's just a stopwatch. So I don't know. I found it a bit weird. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me the purpose, but I couldn't find it. Okay. Next up, timer mode. And here we can preset 5 different timers, as you can see. But we can only use one at a time. So if I start, for example, this 10-second timer, you can see we can no longer cycle to the other timers. And also if I stop it, I cannot cycle to the other ones until I reset it. And then I can look at the other ones. Which is, I mean, I guess the idea is that you can have different presets. So you just go into timer, pick the one you want and start it. But yeah, you cannot run them simultaneously, which is a bit disappointing. And then the last mode is the alarm mode, where you have 5 different alarms as well as your hourly signal. And well, of course, we want to hear how it sounds. I will hold it to microphone. Well, nothing spectacular. It's your usual Casio sound. Oh man, this bracelet gets on my nerves. Okay, so yeah, that was basically the modes. Then we, of course, have a backlight, electroluminescent, right there. And then we have another interesting feature, which some may maybe noticed. You can see there it says recover, and you know, I saw it and I was wondering like what is that? What is it for? So I checked in the manual, and it's actually a feature that when you use certain features too much, so the battery drains very quickly, then it will display a bar under the recover thing, and then you cannot use the backlight and the alarms for a certain amount of time. Just to like protect the battery, I guess. But the interesting thing is, in the manual it also says like what has to occur so that this recover thing turns on, and it says that it turns on if you use the backlight 100 times. Like, so you gotta be sitting there and being like 100 times pressing the button so that this recover thing turns on. Or also 200 times the alarm gets on. Or if you get the button press sound 1,000 times. So if you make this 1,000 times, then the recover thing might turn on. I mean, when exactly will that happen in the real world? I mean, it's kind of weird, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, let's put it on the wrist and see how that looks. There we go. And I have a 6.5 inch wrist, so on the smaller side, but I think it still looks good. There's no like big holes or anything in the bracelet. But I mean, this soft spot would be like a little bit of a bigger wrist, I imagine. But yeah, still it's also quite lightweight and you don't notice it on the wrist, so it's comfortable to wear. So yeah, in conclusion, I was thinking about this because, you know, of course this joystick feature is kind of cool, and I mean, it's just nice to like use your functions with this joystick on your wrist. But at the same time, I was wondering, like, it is actually better than just using your normal data bank with the two big buttons to go back and forth. Or for example, there's the DBF50, which actually has like a D-pad arrangement with like 4 arrow keys. I hope that one day I can also review that watch. But you know, I mean, I was wondering if this is really like a better user experience, because definitely not better than having a DBC where you have the full keyboard with the numbers and letters you can just press. I mean, that's of course faster, so I guess this is more of a gimmick, but I mean, it's a cool solution to the typing problem, and I mean, it's just fun to use, so that's a plus point of this. And yeah, that's basically this watch. So I hope you found this useful, and yeah, see you next time.